With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, let's solve the question. Identify the correct sequence of the cardiac cycle. Now, initially in the cardiac cycle, all the four chambers of the heart, that is the two atrias and the ventricles, are in the relaxed state, and this is called as the joint diastole. Alright. During the joint diastole, the tricuspid valve and the bicuspid valve, which is present between the atrium and the ventricles at the left and the right side, they are in the open state. Alright. So now the blood is flowing from the pulmonary veins and the vena cava to the left and right atrium respectively. Alright. During this time, the semilunar valves will be closed. Now what happens is that the action potential is created by SAN. Alright. It will create the action potential. SAN is what? It is the sinoatrial node, which is the natural pacemaker of the heart, right? So it creates the action potential. This action potential that is created by the sinoatrial node will stimulate both the atrias and will cause them to contract. Alright. This contract causes the atrial systole. Alright. Now what happens is that this will increase the blood flow towards the ventricles. Right? And now this action potential that was created by the SAN is brought to the ventricle side through the AVN and AV bundles. Alright. So AVN is atrioventricular nodes, and the atrioventricular bundles, what they will do is that bring this action potential towards the ventricles, and the bundle of His will carry this action potential to the whole ventricular musculature. Alright. Now as the action potential is carried to the ventricles, it will cause the ventricles to contract, bringing about the ventricular systole. Alright. During ventricular systole, now the atrial diastole is brought about, okay, and what will happen is that this will increase the pressure inside the ventricles, and this will cause the tricuspid valve and the bicuspid valve to close down, right? And now what will happen is that the semilunar valves will open, okay, and the blood will flow out of the ventricles through the pulmonary artery and aorta, right? The blood will flow out from the heart through the pulmonary artery and the aorta to the circulatory system, or to the systemic circulation, right? Now let's see the options that are given to us. The first one is blood through the pulmonary vein and vena cava enters in left and right atria respectively, right? So this will be the first thing that is happening, right? We can see here. Then in the second one, AVN generates action potential for the ventricles, right? And third, they have given us, we have seen that the action potential for the ventricle is generated by the AVN, right? Let's read the third statement as well. SAN brings about the atrial systole. Now this happens before the action potential is brought to the ventricles, right? So this will be our second, and this will happen third. And the fourth is ventricular systole pushes blood away from the heart, which is true, right? That is what we saw here, that as the ventricular systole was generated, this will cause the blood to pass out of the heart, okay? So the last step that is taking place is this one. So our correct arrangement for all these steps will be first, then we have third, then we have second and fourth. All right. So from the options, we can see that first, second, so this will be wrong. Then first, third, second and fourth, this option is correct. And this will be wrong and this will be wrong as well. So our option 2 is the correct answer. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.